Hey, what's going on guys? My name is Tanner and welcome to Crypto Bible. I have got a very good video for you guys today. It's been highly requested ever since I've done the video on Anchor Protocol. For those of you that have not seen that video, please see the link in the description below. It's important you watch that first before watching this one. As a lot of you may know, Anchor Protocol has so many different features within it, which will allow you to make some money, whether it's passive income or saving yields. There's so much you could do with it. And in this video, as you can see by the title, I'm going to show you how you can actually earn money by borrowing off Anchor Protocol. By borrowing, I mean you are going to be borrowing UST, which is Terra's stablecoin. And when you borrow it, you can literally do whatever you want with it. You could input it into something like MIR staking to earn some more, or you could simply go and invest it in something else or do what you need to do, right? However, you need to remember, guys, that you are still borrowing money. This is a loan. You need to pay it back. The great thing with Anchor Protocol is that it allows you to make monies in so many different ways that you can actually pay it back a lot easier than just taking out a traditional loan from a bank. And when I say you are going to be getting paid for borrowing money, I mean it. Anchor actually currently offer around 150% APR on your Anchor Protocol loan, and they pay you back in Anchor tokens, so ANC tokens, which you can claim whenever you want. Okay, so however much you borrow, let's say it's £1,000 or £2,000 or UST in this case, you'll be basically earning 140, 150% UST on that 1,000 or 2,000 UST. So it's really good, very, very good option. A lot of people use it. One of the most popular options on Anchor Protocol. One of the best features to actually use to make money. So yeah, I'm going to obviously show you guys screenshots, very, very easy step-by-step tutorial on how to actually use it all as per usual. So without further ado, guys, let's get straight into it. So get paid to borrow money using Anchor Protocol step-by-step tutorial. So borrow using Anchor Protocol. Anchor Protocol comes with many features and benefits, one of them being able to borrow UST for a reasonable interest rate, all whilst being paid over 120% APY in Anchor as a reward for borrowing. You can use your borrowed UST to do whatever you like. You could buy more Luna, trade it for MIR so you can stake it and earn more, send it to an exchange to withdraw back into your bank account, place it in a fixed 18 to 20% APY in Anchor Protocol. It's completely up to you. There are so many ways and methods in making use of your borrowed UST. However, it's completely up to you. Everyone has their own methods. Feel free to leave yours in the comments below. I'll be making a video soon on what I believe are the best methods. Confused? I'll show you the way. A lot of people may have heard about this method. However, they are constantly bombarded with words that completely confuse them. This is basically the process. You need to mint Luna to B Luna in order to provide B Luna as collateral to borrow UST. Say what now? Trust me, I've been there. It's confusing stuff, but I'm here to clear it up. Instead of explaining what all of these mean right now, I will show you via screenshots and easy steps. As seen by that slide, guys, there's so many different words that can confuse people, and it basically puts them off from actually trying to use this method. You know, borrowing Luna or converting Luna to B Luna, minting, collateral. All of these words are very, very confusing, and I was exactly the same when it all first came out, and it did put me off for a while until I finally learned how to do it. And ever since I've learned, I've never looked back. It is an excellent feature within Anchor Protocol. So now let me show you all the steps you need to know and all the rules you need to know that come with it too. So step one, you obviously need to ensure that you have Luna deposited into your Terra station. There's a link in the description below on how to actually do this. Step two, ensure your Anchor Protocol is connected to your Terra station. Again, the link in the description below does show you how to do all of this, hence why it's important you watch those first. Step 3, you will now need to go over to the Bond tab at the top of Anchor Protocol. This is where you will now mint Luna to B Luna. You are basically trading Luna to B Luna. It's the same thing, however, B Luna is what you must provide to Anchor Protocol in order to borrow UST. Before I go any further, here are the rules and conditions of minting Luna to B Luna. So, once minted, there are two ways of claiming your Luna back. You head to the Bond tab and click Burn. And option 1, you've got the regular burn. You can burn your B Luna back to Luna and you can claim it after 21 days of requesting to do so. After this, you'll get your Luna back exactly 1-to-1 ratio as shown below. So as you guys can see right here, if I wanted to burn 20 B Luna, I will get 20 Luna back. And this would take 21 days. This is after you provide Luna to B Luna to borrow UST. However, option 2, you have got the instant burn as shown on the screen right here. You can basically burn your B Luna back to Luna and claim it instantly. However, you will receive roughly 0.98 Luna per B Luna. So a small penalty for an instant claim. For those of you that may already be confused, because I can completely get, I keep saying Luna, B Luna, Luna, B, I can completely understand that it can get very confusing and you can kind of go off track. Basically, you need to provide Luna to B Luna for you to borrow UST. However, once you do that, you may wonder, cool, when am I going to get my Luna back? Well, you can either claim it back after you've paid your loan, or if you can claim some of it back after you've paid some of your loan back, whenever you want. And it could take 21 days if you do the regular burn. So just like staking it, if you wanted to unstake Luna, you got to wait 21 days before you actually get it back. Okay, so that's the same as this, and you get it back the exact same amount that you put in. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio. Or if you wanted to claim your Luna back instantly, there is an instant burn option. However, you get slightly less Luna back if you wanted to burn it instantly and get your Luna back. I hope you are with me. You can pause the video as we're going along because I can understand how it can get with this feature on Anchor Protocol. So just pause the video, read what I'm doing in the slides, and hopefully you can get it. Let's get back into it. So step 4, you've got to head back to the Mint tab and enter the amount of Luna you would like to mint for B Luna. Then pick a validator. You can choose any in this case. So as you guys can see here, I want to bond 20 Luna, and for 20 Luna, I will basically be receiving 20 B Luna, which I can now provide as a collateral to borrow UST. Once you've done that, you just have to click proceed and enter your Terra Station password. Step 6, go over to the borrow tab. Step 7, scroll to the bottom, and here you will find your B Luna. In order to borrow money, you must provide your B Luna as collateral. Therefore, click provide. As you saw in the previous slide, you have just provided Luna to B Luna, and you have to now provide it as collateral to B Luna, right? To borrow UST. So as you can see in this slide right here, you must now decide how much B Luna you would like to provide. The top box represents how much B Luna you are providing. The bottom box represents how much you are able to borrow. However, you need to be careful not to borrow too much, as you can get liquidated and risk losing all of your B Luna. When using the white circle to decide how much you want to borrow, Anchor Protocol will tell you what your liquidation price will be. What is a liquidation price? If the price of Luna drops to a certain level, Anchor will realize that you are now unable to pay this loan back considering how much UST you have borrowed. Therefore, they will use a portion of your B Luna to pay part of your loan to get back in a comfortable price liquidation zone. It's extremely important you manage this so you never get liquidated. I will show you some tips on how to manage this in the coming slides. Now you need to scroll back to the top and click borrow. Here you can input how much UST you would like to borrow. You can also see what your estimated liquidation price will be, meaning if Luna reaches that price, your position will be liquidated and you'll risk losing some of your B Luna forever. I would recommend not borrowing more than 25% LTV, which stands for loan to value. You can also find the current borrowing interest rates here too. So just to kind of break this slide down for you guys, this is how much your API will be for borrowing, so the interest on borrowing. This is what your liquidation price would be, and this is how much you would be borrowing. So if I borrowed 609 UST, okay, I would be borrowing up to 29% LTV. And if Luna was to then go down in the market on the charts to 3.5 UST, a portion of my UST and my B Luna will be liquidated and I will lose it because I will not be able to pay it back. If you want to borrow over 35%, you will get this caution. I do not recommend doing this as crypto is highly volatile. As mentioned, I would stay below 25% LTV. If you want to keep extremely safe, I would say to stay under 15%. So as you can see here, guys, if you go over 35%, I've put in here as an example, 38.89, you get a caution saying borrowing is available only up to 40% LTV. If the loan to value ratio or LTV reaches the maximum, which is 50%, a portion of your collateral may be immediately liquidated to repay part of the loan. Once you have decided how much you want to borrow, simply submit it and type your password. Your borrowed UST will then appear in the Wallets tab of your Terra Station. You can decide what to do with it once you have done it and got it there. However, remember, you have now taken out a loan, you will need to pay this back eventually. You can get notifications from Anchor Protocol if your loan hits 35 to 49% LTV. Simply click the bell icon and switch it on. If your loan does hit those limits, you can simply provide more B Luna by minting Luna. This will automatically reduce the liquidation price. You can also reduce the liquidation price by paying part of the loan back. I'll show you how to do this now. So repaying is extremely easy. All you got to do is click the repay button right there in the borrow tab. and add in the box however much you would like to repay. Click proceed, enter password, and then you're done. You can only repay the loan in UST. Therefore, if you wanted to repay any amount, you need to have UST in your TerraStation wallet. So how do I get paid for borrowing UST then? Now I will show you how you can get heavily rewarded for borrowing UST using Anchor Protocol. All you got to do is head over to the Govern tab, scroll to the bottom and look at the UST borrow. You can see that the current APR on borrowing UST is a whopping 142.97%. If you look to the right of that, you can see that I am constantly being rewarded Anchor tokens every single day, and I can claim these anytime I want. So as you can see here, guys, I borrowed over £600, 600 UST, and I'll be getting paid 142.97% on that in Anchor tokens right here. As you can see, it's currently accumulated to 33.279 Anchor. All you got to do to claim it is scroll back up and click claim all rewards, add your password and claim. The Anchor tokens can then be found in your TerraStation wallet. If you wanted, you could then swap these Anchor tokens for UST using the swap tab on TerraStation, and then you could use that UST to pay part of your loan back. In conclusion, you can take out a loan on Anchor Protocol with charges roughly 15% interest, but you're getting around 150% APR on the amount you borrowed in Anchor tokens. You could also use the borrowed UST to swap to MIR, which you can then stake and earn up to 50% APR or even more. That's just one method. As you can see, there are so many ways you can make money using Anchor Protocol, and this is by far one of the best in my opinion. But remember guys, please do not borrow too much so that you get liquidated. Manage yourself and be smart. So that is basically it guys. Just remember, it is a loan, so you do have to pay it back. Always remember that and make sure you are managing yourself correctly. Once you do it once, you kind of get used to it and you can manage it even better. Like I said, I completely understand it can be quite confusing, but if you do watch the slides back and follow the steps closely by pausing the video, you should be able to manage it. But just manage yourself well. Do not get liquidated, okay? And remember, you are being rewarded up to 150% APR in Anchor tokens just for borrowing UST. So you could obviously switch those Anchor tokens to UST and repay part of the loan. Or you could take your loan out, take it to an exchange, take it out for yourself, or you can invest it in another crypto. You could do absolutely anything you want, whatever works best for you. I'd like everyone to leave their comments down below on what your best strategy is, because I'm sure there's so many of them out there. Otherwise, guys, I hope you have enjoyed the video. I'll be coming up with a lot more features on Anchor Protocol and anything else to do with the Terra ecosystem. Thank you all very much for watching. Please do like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and guys, I will see you very soon. Take care.